I wanted to just go on a brief epilogue about where we are right now in the state, 8 days before Thanksgiving. And as we've talked about today, lately here in Maine, we've been breaking records that frankly no one likes to be breaking. Today was one of the highest daily changes in the COVID case count we've ever had. We have the highest number of people in the hospital that we've ever had, the highest positivity rate that we've ever logged, and Maine CDC received the highest number of positive lab reports just yesterday since the beginning of the pandemic. Now, I wish I could bring you better news going into the holidays, but unfortunately, that's not the case right now. The question on everyone's mind, as we heard from our colleagues in the media, is what does this mean for you, your family, and your upcoming holiday celebrations? What I wanted to do this evening or this afternoon before we adjourn is offer a few concrete steps that you can take to help keep yourself and your family safe as we go into the holiday celebration season. The first is that if your gathering is entirely fully vaccinated, and by entirely, I mean everyone, and by fully, I mean 2 weeks after their final shot. Everyone who's going to be at your gathering is entirely fully vaccinated. That gathering can occur in relative safety, almost as if it were pre-COVID times. But most gatherings will not be that way. Most gatherings will be hybrid. That is to say, some individuals who are fully vaccinated, some individuals who may be older, who got their shots months ago, and some individuals, some kids who were too young to be vaccinated. In these hybrid gatherings, the calculus is much harder and will vary family by family. But there are a few things that you can do to minimize the risk of COVID in those gatherings. The first is to have a hard conversation with individuals who may be coming who are not yet vaccinated to see if they're willing to get a shot. Now, hard conversations are hard, but they can pay off. Indeed, a survey not too long ago, a national survey, found that a not insignificant number of people who responded who were not vaccinated said that they would get the shot if they were asked to by a close friend or family member. So hard conversations can pay off, especially as we go into the holiday season. The second thing that you can do is to ask folks to test before they come over. The rapid antigen tests can deliver a result within 15 minutes and are quite reliable for this purpose, so long as they're done right before folks get in the car. Now, rapid antigen tests can be a bit tough to find, but they are definitely out there, and the supply is increasing right now. The next thing you can do is to try to do the bulk of your gatherings around a fire, outside, where there's as much ventilation as possible. And when you are indoors, you can do things to open windows and create more ventilation and circulation. And finally, though no one likes to do it, wearing a mask might make sense based on who is going to be at your gathering. The bottom line is that holiday celebrations can and should happen this year. But the planning for those celebrations should recognize that COVID looms large. COVID takes advantage of the very things that we do when we get together to celebrate. Being together for extended periods of time, lingering over the dinner table, talking, singing, arguing about politics, all the things that make holidays memorable. These are the things that right now, based on where we are with COVID, Maine CDC feels that planners, hosts should take into account as you are planning your holiday gathering. So with that, I thank all of our colleagues in the media for their time today.